Welcome back. In this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to fold the traditional origami carp. It looks like this, and it uses the fish base and then uses an inside reverse fold over here. So to get started, you can use a piece of square origami paper, or if you have some other kind of oddly shaped paper anywhere else in the world, take the top edge, fold it down to be parallel with the side edge. So take this, fold it over into a corner, and then slide it or roll it over to be parallel with this outside edge. Then use your bone folder, your fingers, to strongly crease the diagonal. Okay, once you're done with that, you can cut off the remaining paper. If you're using the free choice origami paper in my classroom, then you'll have two squares and you can make something else, or you can put it back into the origami drawer for somebody else. Okay, once you have your regular square, you can get started creating the fish base. I'm just going to switch out this piece of paper so we have a colored one. The fish base, you're going to take the bottom edge here and fold it up into along the center line using a valley fold, and try to make it as accurate as possible so it's right on that line. As we're going to be mountain folding that center line later, then you don't have to worry too much about the pieces of paper crisscrossing. Take the top edge here and fold it also down into the center. And again, trying to be as accurate as possible. And then folding it. And use your bone folder to finish the creases if you'd like, or just do it with your fingers, whichever works best. Then open those again after you've completed the kite base. Then do the kite base on the other side, taking the bottom edge and valley folding it towards the center. Again, making sure that your creases are accurate and nice and sharp. The outside edge here on the upper right, folding it down into the center. And that side of the kite base being done, your fold or crease pattern should look like this. Then, taking these two corners and folding them back into the center, you're going to take this corner and fold it up and crease those to meet up at the point. And then this top point here, I'm going to just rotate my paper. You're going to take that and you're going to fold it so the corner here creases up to there, and that would be a mountain fold. And then fold that down, and it should look something like that when you're done. Do the same thing on the other side, folding that edge in and that edge in while allowing this corner here to pop up. Making these two edges come together and folding the crease right from that corner there down to the corner there to create that extra little fin. Okay, now we have what's called the fish base. Looks like this. It should have these two little flaps here and here, and now we're going to get started on the carp. I'm going to rotate my paper here so that I've got these two flaps pointing up, and then we're going to mountain fold right along here, which means we're going to be folding it backwards. So I'm actually going to flip my model over, take this corner and valley fold it just so that those two little pieces here and here are kind of hidden. Making sure I've got my point right along the center line. Going to crease here like so. Then I'm going to take this side, flipping it over, I'm going to mountain fold it back this direction and crease right along that edge. Now this, if we were rotated around this direction, we have the carp. Just flip it over. Okay, so we have the carp here with the flat nose and the fins and the tail. For the tail, we're just going to do an inside reverse fold, similar to the fish model that we've done in the past. I'm just going to take this corner here, I'm going to fold it to the way I want it. You could have it pointing up, you could have it pointing down, whatever you want, and then just crease that nice and strong. And then you're going to take this flap of paper, open the center up, and recrease this inside. This one side is going to fold in easily, and the other side you're going to have to reverse the center crease and reverse the outside crease. So it looks like that. Okay, so there's our tail, and now we're going to do our fin. You're just going to take the fin here and fold it back so that it goes downward like this. Now you could change it, you could have it like that, you could have it like that. Doesn't really matter. The directions say, the traditional directions say to have that crease line up with the previous crease from the fish base. So I'm just going to follow that direction there and repeat the same step on the back side. Flipping this over and taking this crease and folding this flap down here until it matches what's on the back. And then the directions say to draw in an eyeball. You can draw in whatever kind of eyeball you want. You could even draw in something else like a mouth or whatever. And the traditional design says it's a carp, but you could make it any kind of fish if you want to. So there is our finished traditional origami carp.